Hello and welcome. Today I want to talk about the different type of activities that you can integrate in your learning experience to engage your online learners. There are multiple type of activities that you can integrate in your design. We have absorb, do, and connect activities. I want to talk about absorb activities. These activities are the ones that allow the learner to get closer to the information. The learner will perform three types of different actions to get closer to that information. These actions are reading, listening, and watching. There are different types of absorb activities. You can use presentations, provide the learner with online readings or paper readings, tell the learners a story, or take the learners to an online field trip. You want to use absorb activities when you need the learner to gain little more information on the subject. Perhaps you want the learner to update current knowledge that they already have. Or you want the learner to expand their current understanding on a certain subject or idea. Usually, absorb activities prepare the learners for other type of activities. For instance, do activities. Let's talk about presentations. Presentations are a way to supply the learner with well-organized and logical information in a sequence. You can use slideshows, physical demonstrations, software demonstrations, and informational films in the way of a documentary. If you use slideshows, it's important to provide as many visuals to your presentation. In presentation, as a designer, you control the way that the presentation flows. It's important to provide the learner with understanding of what type of presentation you are using. If you're using physical demonstration, let the learner know that they will watch and observe some expert perform an action. Usually, you can follow up with do activities. When using readings, you want the learner to go deeper into the knowledge that you are integrating in your learning experience. Readings are a more precise and visually organized way to provide learners with knowledge. You can use individual documents where you provide the learner with links to journals or articles that they need to read and visualize. You can create your own library of content and little by little expand that content so the learner can access those different type of journals or books. You can provide the learner with predefined search engines where you give them a concept or an idea linked to the article or the book that you want them to read. In terms of stories by the teacher, there are a way to show the human dimensions of a subject. Stories can be told by the teacher and are encouraged that the student also tell their stories. There are different types of stories. It's important to use the narrative to demonstrate how the hero, for instance, overcome obstacles and conquer them by applying concepts and ideas. Finally, you can use online field trips where you take your online learners to excursions to places so they can observe more concrete examples of what they're learning. You can use guided tours, visual museums, or videos where they can visualize an environment, a building, or even a website. Some of the best practices for absorb activities include give the learner control over the experience, providing media practice, publish a usage policy, for example, if you create a library. Thank you for watching this presentation and see you next time.